Hi, guys. Hey, people, all of you. So I wanted to make this video because my dark circles are coming back. I don't know if you've noticed in the last, I obviously haven't filmed that much since I moved and my lighting has changed, my backdrop is different, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now and it's extremely obvious. My dark circles have gotten much worse. And over months, like maybe a month or two ago, over, I don't know, a year probably, people were constantly like commenting that my dark circles were going away. They were like, what are you doing? Your dark circles are like disappearing. So I wanted to share with you what I did and what I'm not doing right now that has caused them to come back, basically. So we can talk about like the obvious things, which are like drinking water and like, you know, your diet, like making sure that you're eating fruits and veggies and getting your vitamins and all of that stuff is like obvious, right? And there are some other little like things that I've done here and there that definitely help. Just for people who don't know, I do have genetic dark circles. They're never gonna go away completely. But I did do some things that made them a lot better and just kind of made my like complexion overall. Do you have to like rip up my carpet? It's like so rude. Just kind of made my like overall complexion look healthier. Because right now I just look very like tired and dead and I look like I haven't been sleeping. I've been sleeping great. So for me, the main culprit is added sugar. It took me about, I don't know, 3 years, well, maybe 7 years, but like an extremely slow process of like cutting out added sugar. And I got to the point where I wasn't eating any. Like I wasn't eating desserts, I wasn't eating anything with added sugar. And I was really trying to limit my like processed carbs, like breads or even pasta. I saved those kinds of things like bread and pasta for going out to dinner at like a really nice French restaurant or something, or like Italian restaurant, and like indulging then and trying to just keep it at that. As I was eliminating sugar from my diet, I started to see my dark circles disappearing. Like my under eyes just looked brighter. Like I said, my overall complexion looked brighter, and that's when you guys started to really notice. So the reason that I'm making this video is just to say that I saw a huge difference in my complexion when I cut out added sugar. Another reason that I did was because I noticed that like when I would eat it more, I would just feel exhausted, like wrecked. Like I would eat a pastry and, you know, the rest of the day would be fine. Or I would have like some cake, or I would have some ice cream. And I would wake up the next day just feeling like absolutely exhausted. Couldn't get out of bed, like foggy head, you know? I was unable to be productive. So that was another symptom that I was experiencing. Now, I don't know if it's like exactly just the added sugar or like maybe I have some kind of a gluten thing, whatever. It doesn't really matter exactly what it is. All I know is that when I stay away from added sugar and pasta, my under eye circles look brighter and I have way more energy. All of this to say, if you are someone who has genetic dark circles and you have tried everything and you're just sick of it, I would suggest trying to cut out things like bread and I know it sounds like so crazy. And like nobody wants to give up that stuff completely, which is why I say that like if I am going out to dinner, I try to save it for like those occasions when, you know, we're going out with friends and I want to enjoy like a really, really well-made meal. That's when I indulge in my pastas and my breads. However, me and added sugar, we just can't. We just can't. Our relationship is over. Listen, the way I look at it, I indulged enough throughout my life. I no longer need it, and I no longer enjoy it enough to deal with what it does to me, like physically, you know, superficially, and also just deep down, you know? So I just wanted to share my experience and just kind of like is the camera like jumping around? My experience, and just kind of wanted to like suggest something that you can do is just really, really slowly start cutting it out and just see. You know, you don't have to like cut it out completely. There are definitely people who can like eat it and it doesn't ruin their lives. I'm not one of them. But, you know, for instance, when I was trying to clear up my skin, people were suggesting that I cut out dairy. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I tried it for 2 months. didn't see any difference. And you know, I like dairy, I like my cheese and my milk. So I brought it back into my diet. I would be curious to hear what your experience has been if you found this, if you're someone who has genetic dark circles and you've tried cutting out sugar, or if you feel even the seriously physical reaction, like the exhaustion and the brain fog. I would be really interested in hearing that. And I'm going to list some of the products down below that have helped, but I can tell you right now that there's no eye cream, there's no eye mask that makes my dark circles go away like cutting out sugar. So I just wanted to say that. And to everyone who can eat a chocolate croissant once a week and it doesn't ruin their lives, I am so jealous of you. Leave a croissant emoji down below so I know which one of you to hate. All right, guys, listen. I know that was random, but hopefully this helps. And let me know if you give it a shot and what your results are. So I'm gonna go eat a bunch of fruit now. We live near so many good French bakeries.